Hi everybody, thanks for watching. This is Aya Vidan, and we're going to do a Ganesha spread reading. I did it this morning for my journal, for my morning time, and it was super powerful, and I wanted to share it with you. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is clap 3 times and breathe. And we're going to chant Ganesha's mantra, which is Om Gum Gana Tap Gana Tape Namaha. Okay? While we look at the Sri Yantra. Ganesha is a god that removes all obstacles that stand in your way when you want to start something new. And Tuesdays is his day of energy, of channeling his energy. Not that you can't remove, chant to him, chant the mantra every day if you wanted to, you can. But Tuesday is his day. So we're going to look at the Sri Yantra, and we're going to go Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Ready? Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Okay. Thank you, Ganesha. We ask that you come into this space with us and show us what our obstacles are to success. I want to say I made this spread up, but I bet you if I look it up, it's already been invented since the beginning of time. That's how it is. So this morning, the first thing I asked, what is my lesson? So that's the same thing I'm going to ask for you. This is for whoever watches this video. What is their lesson? And if you want to, you can get out a journal. Because I was journaling and writing, and I found some things in my subconscious that I had never thought of before. I was super shocked, amazed, stunned, and surprised, and like, wow, really, I was like, this was powerful. What is my lesson? Okay, what is my lesson? All right, so the world came out and the pages of arrows. Okay. The world. Okay, so this is the Nataraja. Nataraja energy, it accelerates your spiritual progress. Looking at the mythology of this card, and when I was reading it from the book, it's saying that a lot of Hindu worshippers don't like to keep this image in their home because it really accelerates your growth, and I guess it can be uncomfortable. And this is the world, one of the world cards. There's 2 world cards in this deck. And the next card that came out was the pages of swords. And so when I put these 2 cards together, what I'm seeing, your lesson is to work fast. Get the message fast. Get the message of who you are really fast. Understand that and understand that people may not see you right now. Like, people may not understand how skilled you are, or they may look at you like you're young and you're like developed, but you have more skills and you're more powerful than people think. And your powers are going to develop really fast. But people may sleep on you still. Like, people may not like really see you at the same time. And I guess part of your spiritual growth is accepting that. But let's see what is your hidden obstacle. Wow. Now, I have never pulled this card yet. The Three of Lotuses. The Three of Lotuses, the bliss of service. Himavan becomes apprehensive of Parvati's future. Approaching Shiva with a proposal might be dangerous. His love for and enduring grief about Sachi has made him abrasive. The wrath of Shiva shakes the world, and Himavan dare not provoke it with untimely overtures. The Mountain King employs an astute stratagem, reasoning that proximity is a prerequisite to awakening passion. He offers to send his daughter and her friends to aid and assist Shiva in his sadhana and his daily rituals of worship. Lost in his immense meditation, Shiva Chandra Shikara, the moon-crested, wears the universal lunar symbol of marking time to signify his conquest of Kala, or time. In the Avasha spiritual state, he inhabits a zone outside of time and can barely distinguish between male and female anymore. Seeing only the indwelling soul, which has no qualities, he has no objections to such service. For Parvati and her friends, it is a wonderful experience. They are constantly in the energy field of the greatest yogi experience. Parvati, having been initiated by Narada, grows the most rapidly in spiritual stature. Shiva, the simple Bolmath, one who is easily pleased, merely registers that never has he seen served so well in his sadhana. Out of his satisfaction flows a great blessing to Parvati, that she gain a husband fully worthy of her, and who will never love any other. She is in rapture, as Shiva has just made a commitment to her without even realizing it. Yet Mahadeva, his consciousness turned inwards, continues to be oblivious to what is obvious to everybody else. Meanwhile, the gods writhe in agony of still being exiles from their heaven. So, abundance and happiness, community festivities, Hans Glück, domestic happiness, sharing the task and responsibilities, group efforts are highly successful and recommended. Celebrations, the expansion of self into the social realm. So if this is a hidden obstacle, then that means that your desire to fit in and be and commune with everyone is hindering you from something. And it's maybe hindering you from really your accelerated growth in your let me see. Because the Page of Swords is about mastery. It's about mastery at a young age, like being a young ingenue. And people maybe doubting you. And it seems like because people are not taking you seriously, you may just be like, well, oh well, I'm just going to go into my social bag and enjoy the festivities and go along and you know and have a normal life. But let's see what your and this is a hidden obstacle, but let's see what your conscious obstacle is. So I pulled the Eight of Lotuses reversed. And then I pulled the Four of Pentacles. You don't want to move on from karmic bonds and relationships that you felt loved and safe. You have outgrown these relationships, or it could be a particular love. You would like to hold on and stay where you're at forever. And instead of leaving and going off, or you might feel resentful that spirit is calling you to leave like your domestic bliss, you know. I see that your relationships are really important to you, but what's really important to spirit is the move on and the glow up. And it looks like it's calling you to go away from the things that make you feel the most blissful, which is being part of community. It's time for you to get your own skills and like do your own thing. And the Four of Pentacles is about the same thing as well. Like doing you. Finding yourself. Going on your own on your own journey. And in this story of the Four of Pentacles, I think it's Krishna, who his, I don't know if it's Krishna. I want to. Well, they leave their wife and child behind and go off on a pilgrimage. His dad thought that he would be able to keep him around if he were to betroth him and marry him off, but it didn't work, you know. He didn't even tell his wife that he was leaving. He just snuck away in the middle of the night. And this might be like someone that you're in relationship with, that you want to hold on to, that, you know, spirit is calling them higher. And you just may be a catalyst to help them find themselves. How come I can't find the pentacles? You might be a catalyst that helps them to see that they really got to go. Like this is not the life for them. Oh, that's because it's not called pentacles. It's called disc. I'm looking for a certain word. A Four of disc. So it's Siddhartha repeatedly asked his father for permission to renounce the world and seek the solution to dukkha. And dukkha is worldly passions and desires that keep us in reincarnation mode, like going after and even like having desire for mate and sex and food and shelter and clothing. Like some people this lifetime would like to, or in some people in life want to be free from even those type of bonds and attachments. Some people want to be free from attachment. And the Eight of Lotuses reverse is just saying that there's something that's over in your life that you're still trying to hold on to. And in this lifetime, you're supposed to be free. Learn how to be free from attachment. Accelerate your spiritual path. And and really activate your genius. Like, activate your genius. This is what you're supposed to be learning. So the world and your attachments, social life, and like maybe even married life, comfortable life, is getting in your way from you being the person that you need to be. And so let's look at the message from Ganesha. That happened fast. Okay. So the devil reverse came out in the star. All right. So the shadow of the devil says anger, the feelings of being in prison or bound, are self-created conditions of the mind. The chains of habit and conditioning, untamed and deeply repressed instincts, especially sexual ones, unbridled seeking of pleasure and sexuality, striking out preemptively in fear, cowardice, and boastfulness, so well as the Gita described the Asura Prakriti, the devil is nature, that you need no other meanings. Okay? So you're finding fault in your path. Like, you are mad at your star. You're mad at your purpose and your light. You wish that it wasn't you that was chosen, and that you didn't have to go away from your family. You know, and if this is also a catalyst for your healing, you know, you have to understand that everything that you're experiencing and going through, the people in your life, the pressure you feel inside, the angst, the frustration, and even the blowing up at people and situations blowing up in your face and your mind being blown, is all part of the plan. It's all to get you to awaken. So here we have the star, which is the goddess Usha's. Okay, she's a dawn goddess in Hindu mythology, like Aurora and Eos and Aya. Hiding your light under a bushel and burying your talents. Severe underestimation of one's abilities and capabilities, because this was reversed. Okay. Feeling low about nothing at all, lack of self-esteem. Too much idealism and not enough practical action, amazingly holding on to narrow and prejudiced views, holding back from fear or rejection, fear that one is not entitled to follow one's own path, serious discontent between professed values and actual actions, or more dangerously, actual beliefs, a card of refusing to acknowledge one's destiny, intellectual or true nature, impossible idealism and expectations. It really has very few negative vibrations. Yeah, because the star is really hard to find negativity in. It's really hard to find negativity in your light. But I can understand this feeling. When I first learned my purpose, I was mad. Boobs. See, this is why I wore this cover up. I was mad because I felt like I didn't want to be the poster child for people who were abused by their mothers, who overcame it. Like, I just wanted it to not exist. I just wanted my life to not exist the way it was, and I just wanted a normal life with a family and like go to school and graduate and like be a part of society and be normal. I mean, even as a little kid, that's always what I wanted. I used to always pray and say, and ask God, why do I have to be an artist or creative? Why can't I be like everybody else? But honey, this is real life. The ideals you have in your head about life don't even really exist. Who you are in the universe is bigger and more than you could ever imagine. And everything that you think that you're losing will be replaced with more abundance. So I want you to study the Page of Swords and Nataraja, okay? And I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great Ganesha day. Peace.